So this is the main area. This is my little place right here, right? Now, this is my factory. I know it looks all like jumbled up mess and everything like that, and everything's backed up. I get that. So the beginning of my little adventure begins, well, right over there. So this one is pure iron, and it goes in here and smelts, which turns into iron ingots. That's Steve. His name is Steve. Say hi, Steve. And there's another one, I believe, right, that one over there. So these two mix the iron, okay, which smelts right here, which comes way over here, and then it comes way over here to make everything over here. And it gets mixed up into like 3 different areas. I believe that one makes the iron rods, which in return makes the screws. This one just makes pure iron rod, and that one just makes pure sheets. This comes down here, and it merges with another pure iron sheets, because at one point this was being like too slow to make the iron sheets. But I think I went overboard on it and got it a little bit backed up. But I'm going to work on that. So the screw is coming here to make the reinforced iron plates. I had to angle it, and it comes. Iron rods comes over here, and it combines it to make the modular frames. The modular frames get stored into here. I have a lot of them, I know. Okay? Following? Okay. Now, everything's being powered. All of this is being powered by those 3 big generators over there. I believe I have 4. I think I have 4. 1, 2. Oh, I think, yeah, 4 generators. 1, 2. Yeah, 4 generators. Yeah, 4 generators. Each of them are powering different sections, and I'm too lazy to go into details about the powered situation, but note that it's all secured. That's the coal generator, which pumps the coal into the 4 generators. The water is being pumped way over here, as you can see by the pipelines, which is powering all of this. Now, the mines are pumping all the iron, which comes into, which we saw that little area right over there. But there's another area, which this is pure iron. This is the iron sheets. This is the iron rods, which gets splintered off to the right over here. But then another one gets splintered off over here. And so does the screws to make the rotors, which in return comes over here, comes way over here to make the smart plating. So, and the iron, reinforced iron, which is over there, which we're about to get into now. It's all backed up or really slow at the moment. I'm working on that. But anyway. So this is another area of my factory, which is designated to make reinforced iron platings. So, iron smelters comes in here, which makes iron rods, iron plating, which in return makes reinforced iron plating. The screws here makes the screws, which in return makes the reinforced iron plating. And then I have because in case things go wrong, I have the screws here, which I can use to speed along if I need to. Okay. That big space elevator is what I'm working on right now. It's a big challenge right now. Now, my copper mine over here, which is all backed up, I know. Which we're gonna be working on. I'm too busy with other more important things. So, copper comes in here. The copper comes over here, which is the wiring or copper wire, I believe. Yeah, copper wire. And then I decided to splinter it off again, which makes the copper wire, which in return makes the cable from the wiring. Cool. Now you may be wondering, how did that solve my power problem? Which I think I already told you one aspect, but at one point I was having trouble with the water. So follow me to this. Follow me towards water, pipes, pipeline, wherever that may be. Oh, right over here. The water pipeline transforms from way over here. It's a very long route, which I took a very long time to gather resources. But this water pumps into those coal generators. La-da-da-da, taxes and government, la-da-da-da, IRS, all jokes. La-da-da-da. Hey, that's Bob. That's Bob. Say hi, Bob. See, we got Steve, Bob, and we're about to meet Kevin. Do Alright. Now, I had to come up with a solution to this problem because I was having a bio generator, which was not sustainable for me, at least not long term. So I came up with a long term solution to a very temporary problem. Hey, see, that's that's Kevin right there. Say hi, Kevin. So these two water pumps are pumping the water all the way down that big giant pipeline. Now it's being powered not by those generators. No. We follow these little power poles. La da da dee doo. La da da dee da. Which is way over here, as you can see from right there. La da da dee da. La da dee da. La da da dee doo. La da dee da. La da dee doo. The power poles are connected to another coal generator, which I decided to divert the power all the way over here to that two water generators, which pumps the water to the coal generators way over there, my other factory. You see, it would have been a logistical nightmare to have the coal way down here in the water, all that stuff. That'll be a much better solution to do the solution I came up with. Now, as you can see, there's a water pump right there. It pumps the water to the coal generator, which you're about to see in a minute. That's Bobalina. Now that water pump pumps the water way over here to that coal generator, which then powers the coal mine and powers that water pump, which at the same time concurrently powers the two water generators right there. Now we're about to meet the other factory, my steel factory. It's a very complicated issue, which I'm in the middle of solving. My problem I'm having right now, or you might see in a minute. It's having the power all the way over here. Ooh. Don't call Pete on me. Okay, anyway. The power all the way over here. Over here. What you saw. You see, I'm gonna build that. You see that? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be building. Which, to be honest with you, is not that big of a challenge for me. Because you can see I'm almost have what I need. Oh, did you finish playing that? Did you finish the download Dying Light to finish downloading? It did? I could edit it out, or I could say that I'm talking to a friend via party. And now go back over here. Follow this pipeline, which was not that bad of a nightmare to build. Now, if you go over, I believe, over here. We see there's another water pump which pumps water to the coal generator, which you might see a whole new section of my factory. Now, this one was more, not necessarily a pain. It was actually not that bad. Ooh, sulfur. I'm gonna mine that later. Yeah. Now, these are the two water pumps that are my water sources for the coal generator. Now, these three water pumps converge down here and which pumps the water into these three coal generators, which those three power pretty much, well, everything. And one of these, or two of these, I can't remember how I set it up with, powers those three water generators. Now, you can see how all of them are spinning her off. Like, this one goes that way, this one goes that way, this one goes that way. And the coal backed up, which I'd rather have it backed up. But yeah, see how the power is really good. Now, it's having a problem with it being too little coal, but now I have too much coal. So, this three generators pretty much is like important to this part of the factory. Yeah, you can see that how everything's backed up, but too much resources. I'd rather have too much than too little. Just my cup of tea. And this is a Mark II conveyor belt, which makes the resources go by faster. And that's a Mark II mine. So it goes here, spins it off into one direction, another direction, and if I need to, you spin off into another direction. So this coal goes down here, comes down here, and then see the power poles are all connected down there, which not that big of a problem for me. And the concrete, which my wife's doing my she saw it down there. So coal goes down here, comes down here, comes down here, which comes into the coal, which comes into the foundry, which I somehow also managed to spin it off into two different ways. One goes that way, the other one goes that way, which makes steel. Now the steel merges on to here from the other factory, which gets splintered off into three different ways. One goes pure steel, which comes this way to make the steel pipes, which comes over here to make the steel beams, which concurrently at the same time goes the other way here, which goes there to make the pure concrete, which also comes over here to make the encased industrial beam, which then gets stored over here. Now, this one also comes over here, blah blah blah, you already saw that. And this one comes over here, which I'm currently going to be working on, which I'm setting up right now, to make the steel beams, which in return comes down here, which it's all under construction right now. Once I get set it up, we go over here to make which comes over here to make this versatile framework, which over here, it's all, I'm working on it right now. It's not going to be 100% done yet, but once it becomes what I want it to be, it will be amazing. But it's all under construction, and it will work, and it will make everything. But yeah, it's under construction right now. It's not done yet. So this part right here is still under construction, but it's somewhat under construction. It's making motors, as you can see here. Again, it's not all under construction. It's almost not done yet. But I have it almost set up to where I can almost make the versatile things, but I just have not set it up yet. And honestly, I'm like, need to like make sure it all sets out, but once it gets done, which honestly I think if I just power it, it'll be pretty much almost automated. I could pretty much just do it right now, but I need to make sure everything, double check it. But pretty much I did. But it automatically smelts, which it comes over here to make the rods, which makes the screws, which makes the reinforced iron, which then the iron sheets come over here to make that, which I think I splintered it off from. Yeah. Here makes the iron sheets. I just splintered it off over there, over here, which goes over there, which you saw. But this one comes over here, and eventually the iron rods come over here, make this. Then I subdivided it. Yeah, I'm trying to think here for a minute. Okay, iron, that makes the screws. This one makes the iron rods, which then comes around here which then merges to this one to make the versatile framework, which I think I need to make, to make the module frame, which then comes over here, merges here to make the versatile framework, which you saw over there, the steel farm, to make this, which is not all set up yet, which will be pretty fun and pretty interesting to do once it all works out. Now over here, I am also under construction. It is not yet done yet, but I do need it to make the wiring that I need, which is right here, which I need to make a SATAR, which I can figure out how to do that easily to make the iron wiring, which also need the cables, which I'm doing right here. But right now it's not yet done yet. Won't be done yet for a while. This one right here, I just gotta power it, which I don't know how much streams can be on my production of power production, but once I cross that bridge, it'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. It's all automated. All of it is automated. Because I am lazy and I don't feel like making everything. This is like sole job it is to make rotors. Way over here. Yeah, that's pretty much my base. Everything I did by myself. Which I set my mind to it. It's not perfect, but it is, it is what it is. Alright, well, that's pretty much everything. Now, I'm not going to go too detailed because honestly that will be too damn long. But everything's in working order, or going to be in working order. But yeah, that's pretty much my base. Satisfactory. Everything I did, I came through hurdles and all that. Anyway, thanks for coming to my little TED Talk. And this one right here, this power platform, I'm using that just in case I need to have power along the way. And eventually I might pretty up the power poles, but for right now, it works right here right now. Maybe in like a few days, everything will look different, probably. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. And the milestone right here, I'm also working on, which to be honest with you, I can do literally right now if I wanted to. But I'm working on other things. Anyway, that's pretty much it. And all the wiring, everything's powered. Everything's backed up, I know. Not perfect, but I will work on it, and maybe like a few weeks from now, everything will be cleared up. Alright. Let's see how everything's working out. Alright, bye.